Hello, welcome to Infinity Prep. In today's video, we'll be teaching you some tips and tricks for the SAT Math section to improve your score. Now, these tips and tricks are intended to be supplementary to the knowledge you already have, so if you do have some concept gaps, we do recommend that you fill those first before coming to watch this video. Now, these tips and tricks have really come in clutch a lot of the times for me personally on the SAT. If I don't know how to do any specific question, I just come back to these tips and tricks, and 90% of the time they work. So it's really been effective at raising my score, especially when I'm not sure how to do a question, If you do follow these tips and tricks, they will improve your score. Even if they get 1 or 2 questions right, that's still like a 10 or 20 point increase. That's really going to come in beneficial. Okay, so let's start with this question, number 8, and it's asking for the value of 4b over a, given that a over b equals 2. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what algebraic concepts do I need to know for this? What steps should I take? But just slow down for a minute and don't do any of that, right? All we have to do for questions like these is, if a over b equals 2, find 2 numbers, one for a and one for b, that make this equation true. So for example, let's say a equals 4 and b equals 2. So 4 over 2 equals 2. And we know this is true, right? Because 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So we can say that a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 2. Now, we're simply going to plug in what we had for a and b, which is 4 and 2, to this expression over here. And we're going to be given with 4 times 2, because b is equal to 2, divided by 4, because a is equal to 4. And this is going to give us 8 divided by 4, which is simply 2. And that matches up with answer choice C. And that's our answer. That's all we had to do for this. Instead of doing all the algebra that probably would have taken us longer, we've solved this in like 30 seconds. That's all that matters. Okay, now let's go on to number 12. Number 12 is asking us, which of the following answer choices is equivalent to 4x squared plus 6x over 4x plus 2? Now, we can do this algebraically, but what I like to do in questions like this is I would just plug in a number for x, like before, right? So we'll say x is equal to 2 for this, and all we have to do is plug in 2 for all the x's, and we get something like this. Now, the only thing I did here is just plug in a 2 for all the x's. Now, I'm just going to simplify this. So 2 squared is 4 times 4 is 16 plus 12 over 4 times 2, 10 plus 2 is 10. So we get 28 over 10. We can simplify this further, but for now, we'll just keep it as that. And then all we have to do is plug in 2 to all the answer choices and see what gives us the same answer as what we got here. So it can't be a, because that's just going to be 2. It can't be b, because that's 2 plus 4, which is 6. That's not right. So now let's try c, right? So for c, it's 2 minus 2 all over 4 times 2 plus 2. All I did again is just plug in 2 for x. So now we get 2 minus 2 over 10, and make that make 2 have the same denominator, so it would be 20 over 10 minus 2 over 10, which is 18 over 10, and that doesn't match our answer previously, so that's not our answer. Now we'll go on to the last answer choice. So we get 2 plus 1 minus 2 over 4 times 2 plus 2, which is just going to be the same as 3 minus 2 over 10. Get a common denominator, so we get 30 over 10 minus 2 over 10. And this gives us 28 over 10, which does match our previous answer choice. So D will be our answer.